Hi, my Sagittariuses. Welcome to your November monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time here, this is a warm welcome to you. And if you are returning, still a warm welcome. I'm happy to have you all be a part of this channel, this community. We are going to tap in to see what's in store for you for November. So while I'm shuffling, I want to say always practice discernment, use your intuition. If it doesn't resonate, leave it, because there are a lot of Sag energies that I'm tapping into, so it may not resonate with everyone. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Aries got this. Okay, we got Align Your Life. Every zodiac sign, I swear, they're getting questions. This is like a journaling month, very deep. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? There is definitely a misalignment here. You may be feeling like what you're doing is not where you want to be or where you want to go. So there's a need for introspection in November. It's right before you, well, in a couple weeks we'll be in your season, my Sages. So rebirth is coming, right? Your solar return is about to come. So I feel like this is a great point for you to reflect, and also before the year ends. I had to think about that. I feel like some of you may have had a path, a goal, or several goals in mind, and you envisioned it a certain way, but it shattered. Maybe perhaps you got a taste of it, or you experienced parts of it and you're like, this isn't for me anymore. Or whatever you were doing before in your life, whether it's being in a certain relationship, living in a certain place, being part of a certain job, whatever aspect, because there's so many different that I'm getting right now. It's almost like it shattered what it is that you thought. It no longer resonates. It's broken. It's like glass breaking into so many shards, into so many pieces that you cannot put it together. I'm not talking about like 3 broken glasses and you can glue it together and make it, you know, you can reuse it. This is something that's done. It's shattered. It's completed. Let's get some more information. The thing is, I'm sensing that many of you already know what this is. If you're still feeling a little bit uncertain or like there's a lack of clarity, I feel like in your season, but especially now during Scorpio, this is when you really start thinking more about what it is that you want in the coming solar return, in your coming year. Because usually the month preceding is when we go through like a very introspective period, a death, if you will, right? And obviously Scorpio cleans everyone out. So I feel like many of you have come to this realization already, to this awareness. What else does the universe want my Sagittarius to know, please, for November? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Neptune, dreams. Literally, I heard reach for the stars, I heard, but I feel like this is about your dreams because I'm getting Aquarius energy, and Neptune rules actually Pisces, not Aquarius, but it's almost like you are starting over type of energy, and you're being asked, what are your dreams? What do you want to bring into fruition? We got Mars, which is action, desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, I wanted to say experimentation, but it's excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, and sex drive. So this is about taking action towards what it is that you desire, what it is that you want in your life. We got sextile, which is an opportunity. Sextiles are generally pleasant. Collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunities. These are astrological aspects, I should say. Synergizes, creates possibilities for, opens doors, promises, brings insight to, communicates, welcomes, and develops. They tend to have a harmonizing effect. And again, there's a lot of creative energy here. We got snowflakes, dreams. I feel like you're being guided and supported right now in terms of realigning your life about what it is you want to do. What it is that you want to create. This is really positive energy for you all, because I get the energy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy and you're not going to have to work, but I feel like you're going to be very supported along the way when you start aligning yourself with what it is you truly want, right? That means tapping into your heart and just simply responding, like, what do I want to do? What do I want to go into? And if you don't know, it's just doing the next step, taking the next step with regard to the inspiration that you feel, because you're going to get intuitive nudges. Sometimes you'll start getting repeated messages or signs, or books or articles or themes start coming up. So pay attention to those things that keep coming up repeatedly. What else does the universe want my Sagittarius to know, please, for November? Okay. We got Wondrous Universe, walk in beauty. Ironically, we have the lipstick here. Walk in beauty. I feel like this speaks to creativity, to your desires. Again, manifestation. A lot is going to be shifting in your favor. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Got butterflies and flowers. This to me is the energy I'm getting from the sextile opportunity. I feel like when you go towards what it is you want, and again, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to know the whole puzzle piece. It doesn't have to be an entire major life-changing shift, like picking up and moving across the country. It could simply be, you know what? I'm gonna maybe create my own website, or maybe start a first page, or maybe go on this platform and make a presence for myself, or maybe start taking pictures again because I love that creative aspect. Something like that, right? And when I say create a website, I know there's many moving parts to it because I'm in the midst of that, but it could be just, maybe I'll create the first page today, or I'll just think of, okay, I'm going to just create the domain or find something. It doesn't have to be the whole thing in one night. So much support from the universe right now for heading and taking action towards your goals. There's a lot of joyful energy here. A lot of fun, a lot of happiness. I feel like you are going to be manifesting this really quickly when you, again, align your energy to what it is that you want, because I feel like some of you are still holding back. You still may be in the midst of transformation, right, with these butterflies. So you may still be undergoing changes right now, and you're waiting for the dust to settle. What else does the universe want my Sagittarius to know? I wanted to say Pisces. Okay, let's go again. What does the universe want my Sagittarius to know, please? Okay, we got 2 cards. We got 33, exercise gratitude. Everyone is a co-creator in this shared experience of life. Gratitude for all things overcomes our resistance to challenges and spurs our growth. This is why we have so much beautiful energy of calling in the things that make you happy, joyful. There's a innocence, like a childlike wonder. You're being asked, the more you tap into what it is that you already have and give appreciation for that, you're going to call in this. I just feel like there's so much positive energy around you, that, and also divine support and guidance at this time. We got 9, rest. Divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. Some of you may be getting messages and intuiting signs about your next steps, and perhaps even dreaming about it. I also feel like rest is an important element, especially since we're in Scorpio season, but also because it's the time, well, very shortly we'll be in Sagittarius season, but it's preceding your own season. So the month before, there's a lot of releasing, a lot of generally working through 12th house energies. Some of you are exhausted. Some of you may have already been working too much in other areas of your life. There's a need to slow down, to tap into the feminine energy. This is where you're going to get the creative inspirations, right? This is where you're going to start getting those nudges of what it is you truly want to do. Some of you may feel just exhausted, tired. You're like, I don't want to deal with alignment or dreams or life or none of that shit right now. I just want to rest. And that's going to help you tap into this energy as well. Because if you're tired as hell and you're like, you know what? Like, I don't see magic anywhere. I don't see the wonders of anything. It's going to be difficult when you don't have enough rest to even tap into gratitude. When you're tired, that affects your whole mind, body, soul, right? They're very much connected. When you're exhausted, it tends to increase, you know, negative perceptions, mental burnout, stress, perhaps anxieties. And so this is key. Rest is going to really, really help with your mental state, your body, integrations, and also the opportunity for you to start introspecting and getting clear on what it is that you would like to take this next chapter of your life toward. I keep seeing like these little flags on the trees. I feel like, again, you're getting like intuitive nudges during your dream state. So some of you may be clairvoyant and also may have prophetic dreams, because I keep getting like tree of life. Some of you may benefit from going out and being around trees, nature, to help rejuvenate and cleanse your energy. What other messages does the universe have, please, for my Sagittariuses? What do they need to know? Okay, we got two cards that fell. Bottom of the deck, we got the Sun, Leo energy. So again, what's hidden from you, it aligns with these energies. There's a lot of beautiful things coming for you. I feel like you're going to be in a euphoric, wondrous state of a little kid. You know, when you're a child and you go to like a favorite shop with candies and you're just like, wow, it's like that type of energy. And ironically, the Sun, Leo energy, rules the inner child, right? Okay, let's see, you got Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, 10 of Discs. This is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, duality. This is a card that's unique to this deck, Luna Sol deck. Page of Discs, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and 9 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You know what's interesting? Your reading is going to be one of the shortest. Wow. I feel like you may just want the direct answers. You're like, give it to me because I don't have time to waste. This is surprising. Okay. I feel like there's some type of balance with your foundation that's being called. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the realignment of your life. I feel like many of you are feeling disconnected. You're not where you want to be or where you thought you should be. You may want changes to what it is you're doing, because it speaks of your stability, whether it's your home where you live, what it is that you do to bring in income, wealth, financial resources, or even your career. And I feel like you're being called to shift, to move away from something and to make a decision here. Get really clear what you want, because there's some type of balancing that has to happen here. And again, we have the duality card, which is about seeing both the dark and the light, the good and the bad. So through all the hardships, difficulties you may have experienced, that's going to allow you to truly appreciate the good that's coming, because you have so many beautiful cards here that are indicating, wow, just blessings coming your way. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Walk in beauty. You're receiving gifts. This is almost like the Wheel of Fortune card. That's why we have with rest, divine timing is always spot on. I feel like you're going to be in receiving mode very soon. You know, being open and receiving what it is that you want. But there has to be some type of change. And I feel like that's it. Making the choice to change and to actually do it. Because that's when these blessings are going to come in. We got Page of Discs and 9 of Cups. Again, this is the start of something new. A manifestation of some type of new it could be a learning, it could be a building, some type of creative project. It could be a shift in values too, but I feel like this is lending more towards what is going to bring happiness. These Nine of Cups also speaks to blessings. And so I feel like there's a shift happening within you, especially when it comes to values, what it is that what truly matters to you, what you want your foundation to look like. You may be planting a seed for a shift in career, in how you make money, in your mission. And I feel like that's going to bring in the blessings. Again, there's some type of change that has to happen here in November. A lot of this has to do with your financial resources. I'm getting Taurus energy. Also how you take care of yourself with Virgo energy, because this is what's going to call it in. But again, there's some type of change or move that's going to happen that you have to make before all of this kicks into gear. Let's take a look at some shadow traits. Since we are still in the season of Scorpio, we're going to see what shadows you need to release or be aware of. What do my Sagittarius need to be aware of or release, please, for November? Nope, nothing. What do my Sagittarius need to release, please, or be aware of for November? We've got a card. Revenge, 23. Whoa. Two of Swords here. This looks like Two of Swords with Queen of Swords energy. Tapped in with the Death card. There's some type of transformation coming. I feel like some of you have repressed hurt and pain, which is masked by anger, perhaps by revenge or some type of vengeful energy. And I feel like it has to do with people that have crossed your boundaries. Also, too, with you not expressing your truth, with communications that have gone awry, maybe both ways, or from you wanting to express something. Because I feel like here it's almost like being left out in the dust, in the dark energy. And this person has tears around their eyes, but I'm getting the energy of like no more. And these look like wings, but they're branches. I don't know if you could see the tears. 5 signifies changes. So I feel like there's something coming up within you that needs to be acknowledged. It could be something dark and you don't like to acknowledge feelings of anger, of hurt, of pain. And you may be feeling that towards others, because we have swords, which to me speaks, again, these aren't tarot, they're oracle, but to me swords speak of not just conflict and fighting, and that could be metaphorical, but also drama around you, competition and truth and communication. So there could have been a lot of different circumstances with people around you that has caused a lot of conflict, and you're like, I want to deal with this, but I feel like this is something that's coming up for you to heal. Let me take a step back, not to heal, to integrate within you. Because some of you may resort, instead of expressing your truth and really expressing how it is you feel and communicating that, you may repress this, and in turn that manifests into anger, when really deep down it's pain, perhaps of not being heard, of not being able to represent and know your worth and your value. I feel like this could come off in a form of like a passive aggressive type of energy. So instead of just speaking out and expressing yourself, you keep it within, and it builds and builds and builds until it gets to this stage of revenge, where you've had so many layers, like energies or people or situations that have done you wrong, or that have in some way communicated things. I feel like crossing boundaries, violating your boundaries, or saying shit about you, maybe emotional abuse, gaslighting perhaps, or any other type of infliction that has wounded you. I feel like it has built to so much, now it's going to explode, and it comes in the form of revenge. So this is a shadow trait for you to acknowledge and to simply explore. Okay, revenge. This is the anger stage. There is no white night, but there can be a black storm woven by fallen angels. What if there was a place where there is no more time for words, no more sense to bargain or negotiate, no more survival instinct to accept, fear, or ponder consequences? It's a place we can reach at the limit of our abuse, with the last spark of our dignity surging up as a powerful black flame. We cry, we hurt, and we strike to destroy. We destroy not for ourselves, because we are gone. We destroy for the fairness of the world. We destroy because if there is no sweet justice, there can at least be cruel revenge. We destroy for those who came earlier, for those who would have come later. We destroy, and as we destroy, we forsake ourselves. There is no going back, because coming back from that requires much more than force. This is about dealing with anger. So think about how this may have manifested into your life. And perhaps this is the energy, and we got Mars here, which deals with anger. Some of you, again, this could be highlighting the need for you to shift your energy, to take time out, to allow yourself to really dig deep about what's going on here, because you're going to discover quickly what it is that is causing you to feel this way. Again, I'm getting not being able to express your truth when you want to, perhaps being or feeling silent, boundaries being violated. And again, people and situations mirror this to you. So think about where you may not have, where you may have allowed this to happen. And I'm saying it's not the same thing as saying like you allowed, abuse or any of that to happen. No, it's not. None of that should happen. But this is also asking you to acknowledge, okay, something's causing this feeling in me. What is it about? Because usually when we are to this degree of anger, of feeling this anger, it's because in some way we have been hurt, violated, wounded. And it's, to me, it's more than a one-time circumstance. Let's grab these small oracle cards. These are the Shadow Work Oracle decks. I got this on Etsy. These are about shadow work. So we'll take a look to see if there's anything else that you all need to be aware of. Nothing came out. Try again. Anything my Sagittarius need to be aware of or know, please, for the month of November. Thank you. Did I hear thunder? Okay, you got 4 cards. Forgive self. Accept what has happened and give yourself grace to make mistakes. I feel like it's related here. I feel like some of you may have wanted to speak out. Wow, some of you may be ruminating and really replaying different scenes in your mind and wondering like, shit, I should have done this, I should have said this, and you didn't. And so you're really just, again, with any shadow work you do, it's not about judging yourself, because we all have shadows. We all experience these traits to different degrees and different ways. Some are more apt to experience certain ones and others less. It's about being curious and about, tapping in and wondering, okay, well, why? And so this is about having grace for yourself and forgiving yourself, because we're human. If we didn't have to learn this stuff or come here for that, we would be perfect beings and there would be no reason for coming to earth. Jealousy. Your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. So some of these circumstances, because again, when you get to this stage of revenge, this person's out to kill. Like, I'm getting Carrie vibes. I'm channeling this movie right now. The scene where she busts open the door. This is the one with, I forgot the actress. This is from the 70s, the original Carrie movie, the horror film, where she has telekinetic psychic abilities. And all the people that used to taunt her, that teased her throughout high school, she finally attends the prom, and that's where she exacts her revenge. That's the energy I'm getting. And I feel like this speaks to wounding and healing, because obviously in that movie, she didn't have anyone that could help her heal. Her mother had wounds herself and didn't help her. And so she was left to try to manage situations on her own. And it didn't go well with the prom. Everything turned into fire, right? We have resentful. Think loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness. A lot of this is tapping into your heart space too. There's some work that needs to be done on healing, especially relationships. And eventually, when you are ready to facilitate forgiveness, because it's for yourself, it's not for the person. Because this taps into the gratitude we have, and I feel like many of you may have difficulty with gratitude at the moment. So again, there's these blessings that are on point. They're like ready to come in. You've got a lot of indications here. It's almost like they're right behind the door, but the door's not opening because your energy is a little bit blocking. It's blocking it. And this is coming up to let you know. Finally, we have Quarrelsome. Does this action fulfill an emotional need for you? Does it make you feel powerful? Is it a bad habit that needs to stop? Quarrelsome is like conflictual, wanting to fight. I get total Carrie vibes with this. I will link a description of the movie for those that are not familiar, and maybe a trailer. I don't know. I don't think they have a full length movie on YouTube, but some of you, I feel there's a need for you to reconcile why you're feeling this way, because I feel a lot of this has to do with violation of boundaries and truth and speaking. Okay. Yeah, there's thunder. We're going to grab 2 more oracle cards. See what else you need to know. You guys, all of this is just work, and it doesn't happen in 1 week where we're like, okay, cool, I acknowledge it. It happens in iterations. And you don't have to be 100% healed or perfect or have no shadows and they're all, you know, integrated to receive these blessings. I feel they're coming in, and I feel like just simply working through some of these, if they obviously connect to you and resonate, they're going to shift your energy a lot. Very much. That's why perhaps you got the duality card. This is very much about seeing not just darkness, but through light as well, because I feel like you've experienced both sides. A lot of people may have taken advantage of you in the past, and so you have a lot of pain and hurt, and this is your energy that comes out. You're like, I'm done. I'm done. I get total Queen of Swords here. What other messages does the universe have for my Sagittarius, please, for November? Okay, we've got 1. None. We have at the bottom envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And you got jealousy, right, as 1 shadow. We got indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I feel like the indecision could be hampered because this is strongly correlated. When you don't get enough rest, sleep, allow your body to just be, right? It hampers your intuition, your psychic abilities greatly. It clouds it because you're exhausted and you're stressed out, anxious, and whatever other feelings you are experiencing. So that may be clouding your decision making and also ability to gain clarity with your next steps and realigning your life too. Your intuition is your strongest key here. We're going to end this reading with a final message from the archangels. Let's see what messages they want you to know for November. What do the archangels want my Sagittarius to know? Thank you. Okay, we got 2. Archangel Christiel, connect with unicorns. Receive the white ascension flame. There's a purification process here. Interesting, right? The duality here. I feel like you all, this is speaking to me like purification and cleansing, perhaps cord cutting too, but complete cleansing of you, of your energy. Some of you may benefit from looking up meditations with this, and I'll hold it up. Calling in and invoking Archangel Christiel to assist, and also the unicorn energy. We also have Archangel Perlimiek. Let nature soothe you. Serve the nature kingdom. I feel like this is especially important for healing your energy, cleansing yourself also, and also with heart expansion. Nature is amazing. I think it's an all healer when you go and consistently incorporate it as part of your healing toolkit. You come out refreshed. You can always set an intention before you go. It doesn't have to be long either. And you can sit in nature. You don't have to actually like be huffing and puffing and moving. There's an element here for healing and purification that you're being guided to impart on. You've got a lot of rest, because I feel like this is going to completely like wipe away the board. Almost like when you press reset on some type of odometer for the car, or when you reset anything that needs to be reset, right? So it goes back to 0. I feel like this is going to completely cleanse you and change and shift your vibration so it's higher. My Sagittarius, wow, this was a really powerful reading. I hope this resonated with someone. If it did, comment down below. Let me know if this has helped in any way. If you got any golden nuggets out of it, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and also for others to see this message as well. Otherwise, thank you for being here, and I'm wishing you a beautiful November.